Yes, so good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in and welcome back to the channel. This morning, I'd like to share with you a quick video on a couple of knives that piqued my interest. And a while back, I was picking up a few knives, more than a while back, probably 6, 7 years ago. But my daily carry has always been this chrome vanadium canoe. But I found these two knives online and it piqued my interest, so I purchased them. I don't carry them, never used them, but they are Case, a doctor's knife, and a baby doc. They are limited edition. One of 3,000 were made. Yeah, I have both boxes here and the warranty paperwork. Warranty and surveyed, I guess. I don't actually look at these documents, but I keep them in a box. So let's talk about this. This is a doctor's knife and a baby doc. One has a single blade, the other has one blade and a metal spatula. So let's look at the big one first. So this is a lime jig bone, single blade. It's a pin blade. It's like you can see right there. It's one. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyways, it's on the blade. Let me read the blade. It's a limited XX edition, one of 3,000. So the model number on this is 61. I have to take a little closer look. There you go. I think it's 6183. So the 6 is the bone, 1 is one blade, 83 is the model number, and I probably read the last two numbers wrong. A very smooth knife. It does not have a mid stop. But if you look at this knife, this is meant for the physician back in the day, probably the early 1900s or so. A flat bolster, flat-ended bolster, and kind of a bevel at this end of the the bolster here. 3 brass pins, like all their knives. And this is designed for a physician to carry in their bag or pockets when they go out and visit patients. This knife here, the flat end, is intended to crush medication. And the blade is pretty much for anything, to including counting pills. As you move the pills right and left, and the pin blade maybe to cut medicine or tubing or bandages or whatever they need to cut. This flat end here is on this particular knife is not completely flat because I cannot stand it up. See, it's barely standing up. It's not standing up at all, right? So now let's look at the baby doc. It's a little bit smaller. This is cranberry bone, 3 brass pin. On the dual blades, you can see the brass dividers between the spring here, and you can see the brass casing in it pretty well in this knife. It's a smaller knife. It does have a pin blade. It is 6'2". Let me see again. I gotta wipe my fingerprints off of this. I think it's 6'2", 8'2". So 6 is bone, 2 is for two stand for the 2 blades. Technically, this is not a blade. And 8'2" is the pattern. All right, beautiful snap. Let me see if it has a midway stop. No, it doesn't. All right. So this spatula here is a better intention for counting meds, or maybe even used as a tongue depressor, or just move stuff out of the way, like maybe inside the nares, lift the nares when they look in patient's nose. It does have a flat, one end is of the bolster is flat, and this one is actually does stand pretty well, and a bevel bolster at the other end. The pin blade, again, it does say one of 3,000 on this blade. Wonderful knife. I am thinking that I may collect more of these things. I understand now that they have a Damascus blade. I do not. Both of these are stainless steel, and I do not have a chrome vanadium. version of this. But if I am going to buy another knife to add to this collection, I think I would splurge and get one in a Damascus steel. All right. Great knife. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back and see me. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.